What is going on, guys? I appreciate you guys for clicking on this video to watch it. So this story is going to be based off of the first time that my parents ever found out that I was smoking marijuana. So before I even get into that, let's backstep a few steps and go back to I was 16. So as soon as I turned 16, my mom was always, forcing me to get a job. That's all I heard. And so my boy Tyler at the time, he was working on a farm, about 15-20 minutes from where my house is at. And so I asked him if he could get me a job with him and everything, in which he did. The boss man's name was Billy, the best man I could have ever worked for. And so I'd go up there Monday through Friday. We'd work from 9 in the morning to about 8 or 9 at night. Granted, we got paid every day, so that was the best thing that I could have asked for. And so as we're working one day, we decided to go to what we call the Dixie Burger. It's like a little burger shack and stuff. It's got the best homemade burgers you can eat, but they're expensive. And so we went there to get us some food and stuff. And me and my boy Tyler, we pulled out our debit cards, not debit cards, our cash at the time to pay for our food, because mine, his, and our boss man Billy's at the time was like $40-something. And the boss man looked at us and said, "I got it, boys. You guys worked your tail off today." And that's what taught me, you always respect others who do stuff for you. But now that I got that out of the way, so you guys know when this happened. It happened at my first job ever working. Me and my boy Tyler, we were sitting in the back one day, or in the back of our boss man's car one day going somewhere, and I just so happened to get a phone call from my dad. Granted, now my parents are split up. So I get this phone call from my dad, and at the time I had the iPhone 7. Well, my speaker didn't work, so I had the top part of my speaker didn't work on my phone, so I had to put it on speaker for me to be able to hear him talk to him. And so I answer it and I put him on speaker, and the first words out of this man's mouth was, "So I heard you've been smoking." And see, guys, when they come at you like that, they already know what they mean. Don't lie to them. Because once they come to you straight like that, it's over. They already know what happened. They just want to make sure that you ain't going to lie to them. And so with my boss man sitting right up there in the front, as soon as my dad said, "So I heard you've been smoking," he immediately turned around. And I told my dad, I said, "Well, I'm with the boss man right now. But, yes, Dad, yes, I have been smoking." He goes, okay, because I found your weed pipe sitting out here. And I told him, I said, I know, I completely apologize for it. I shouldn't be doing it or anything like that. This man legitimately tells me, "Well, if you are going to smoke or anything, just know who you're getting it from and be safe about it, because I can't say anything because I was doing the same thing." And I was just sitting there thinking, I was expecting this man to lecture me about why I shouldn't be smoking. And he does nothing but help me out. He looks out for me. He didn't cuss me out. He could have tore me a new asshole. He didn't. And I talked to him about it a few weeks ago, and he told me, he said, "Well, the reason I didn't do that is because," he said, "when he was younger, marijuana was the go-to thing." He said, "Nowadays, you have all these other options." He said, "If you're going to do something, just do marijuana." And that's when it really gave me a different point of view on, what really is weed. Is it a drug or is it medicine? And a lot of people look at it as a drug, especially the politicians, because they don't have a way that they can get legal weed sales of a direct flow of money into their pockets. That's the only reason it is not federally legal yet. And so, as he got me to thinking about it and everything, I asked him, I said, "So you're really not mad about me smoking?" And he said, "No." He said, "I'd much rather you smoke than go out here and do all this other stuff." And I couldn't do nothing but just hug the man, because I'm sitting here thinking that I'm about to be grounded, I'm about to get everything took from me, and he did nothing but help me out. And so I I want you guys to learn from this as of like, if your parents ask you a question, don't lie to them because they already know the answer. If you're going to be honest with them, they're going to help you out. If you lie to them, they will not help you out at all. And when I told my dad that day, yes sir, I was smoking and everything, he told me, he said, you gained a lot of respect for me. He said, because a lot of teenagers at that age wouldn't have done that. And I told him, I said, well, one, I'm scared of you, and two, I don't want to get my ass beat. And so, yeah, that's how my parents found out I was smoking, is because my ass left my own bowl at my dad's house. But I appreciate you guys for listening. Continue to watch the gameplay or footage. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below what you want to see next. Hit that like button and subscribe.
Good job, squad. Let's find our next attack.